Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Janet Yung, and in my channel, I share about Feng Shui, Bazi, entrepreneurship as well as personal growth, especially in the areas of communication, motivation, and leadership. In today's episode, I'll be sharing on the forecast for 2021 for those with the horse and the goat within their Bazi charts. So if you do like the videos that I'm sharing in my channel, please do remember to subscribe. Share it with your friends if you find that it'll be useful for them, as well as click on the notifications bell so that you can receive a reminder, especially during these few weeks where I'm actually uploading quite a few of the animal horoscope forecasts for the year 2021, the Golden Ox year. So without further ado, let's move on to the next segment. Well, so far I've actually covered 6 animals within the 2021 animal horoscope forecast in the top row for those born with the rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, as well as snake within their Bazi chart. So for the next few weeks, I'll be covering the bottom row for those who have actually got the horse, the goat, the monkey, the rooster, the dog, and the pig within their Bazi chart itself. So before we begin, as usual, please remember to download your Bazi chart from bazicalculator.janetyong.com or scan the QR code that I'm actually showing in the slide right now. So today we'll be talking about the 2021 forecast for those with the horse within their charts. The horse ranked 6th within the race for all the animals in the year 2021. So let's take a look at what are the stars for the horse within this year. The horse actually has got what we call the Star of 8 as well as the Nobleman star. Now both of these stars are basically helpful people, mentors, but like I always mention, you have to be ready for the mentor or the helpful person to be able to help you. So if you require help and you just sit there and wait, nothing's gonna happen. Just like everything else in life, you can have all the stars aligned for you, but if you do not take any action, nothing will happen. Now, the other 3 stars within the horse chart is that of the Salty Pool Romance star, the Calmity star, as well as the Mishap star. Actually, from a romance and peach blossom perspective, the Salty Pool is classified not too great, mainly because you can usually see things taken to an extreme extent. But however, if you have an insight and optic that this may happen in whatever relationship dealings that you are doing, you just have to be proper and manage it properly. Now, if you utilize it more like a peach blossom star, not so much to an extreme extent, then it's a great star for you to have, especially if you are involved in frontline sales, meeting with customers, or if you're an influencer, because people would like to listen to you, would like to hear what you have to say. Then the other 2 stars basically involves more in terms of injury. So one of the key things you need to observe, of course, is just not to spend too much time in the afflicted sectors of the year, which I'll share a little later. Now let's take a look at the forecast for those with the horse within their charts in the various different pillars. If you have the horse within the year pillar itself, you would see that within your social circle of friends, they may be able to help you. Remember, you have to be ready for your friends when you reach out to get their help, and be open to criticisms, because not all types of advice may be in terms of helping you. It could be criticizing you. You must be able to have an open mindset in order to take that feedback. If you have the horse within the month, then it's great, because then these helpful people will come directly from a career related perspective, like maybe from your work mentors, from your direct superior, or within your immediate company environment. If you have the horse within the day, then it's probably helpful people that's coming from your peers, your colleagues, your siblings, or even your spouse if you are married. And if you have got the horse actually within the hour pillar itself, then it's really helpful people within the subordinates if you have them, or it could be your children or anyone younger than you. If you remember, the our pillar also represents your action. So if you were to help more people, then the returns will be even better because they will return the help to you. So that's how you can actually utilize the hour pillar in terms of your action. Or if you are looking at investment decisions, this is also a good time for you to ask for help in teaching you to take certain actions, whether is it in your career, starting a new business, or any kind of investments. However, it is also important to remember with the mishap and calamity star that you do not engage in high-risk sports because you'll be more prone to injury and mishaps in the year 2021. So where is the horse situated within the Flying Star Palace? The horse is situated in the south. And South has got the number 1 career success and literacy star in the year 2021, which is great if you are focusing on your career or you are studying. So do remember to spend time in the correct South sector so that you can harness the great energies there. And here I'm talking about spending time in the South sector, not facing the South direction. Why this is the case? Because a lot of questions came in the comments to ask whether is it the sector or the direction. So I'm referring to the sector. So you study and work there, unless of course it's a non-usable place like a kitchen, the toilets, or the service balcony. The other good sectors beside the south that you would like to spend time in is the west, where the wealth star is, the center, which has got the heaven luck, and the east, which has got the good relationship as well as the study star. I'll be coming up with a video in the next couple of weeks after the 12 animal horoscope forecast on how you can identify these sectors within your home and how do you activate such that you have better success luck in the year 2021. So let's move on to those with the goat within their charts. The goat actually ranks 10th in the animal horoscope race in 2021. Now the goat is actually situated in the southwest, which is actually in direct conflict with the ox year. So why is it ranked 10th and not 12th? So let me just show you some of the stars that are within the goat's chart. The goat has got what we call the obstacle star, the emotional star, the slender star. All these stars will usually represent a lot of different kinds of changes, therefore causing some emotional upheaval. So 2021 would be a year that you should be expecting that there will be a lot of changes. Things will never get done the first time. You have to do it a couple of times. And then things will pan out okay. Why is this the case? Because you have got what we call the resolution star and the month emptiness star in your chart. Usually, these stars will basically resolve any difficult situation in time. Therefore, one of the critical things the goat has to remember is never to react emotionally or impulsively, because you will regret or you have to do things many different times. Let's take a look at where the goat is situated within your chart and how it will impact you. If you have the goat within your year, because it represents your social circle of friends as well as your bigger company and industry environment. With a clash, it generally means changes. So changes is not all the time bad. It's just that we as human beings do not like too much changes, therefore we deem it as bad. So if you look at it, with the COVID-19 pandemic situation affecting especially industries which are in the travel related industry, the airline related industries, the F&B depending on the countries, you may have to upskill. The company may really need to change its strategies and focus, and it's not bad. It's just basically forcing you to adopt a new way of doing things. So observing what is required and taking the step to build your skill set is critical. What happens if you have got the goat within your month? If it is within your month, then usually when clients ask me whether they will change their job in a year, this is the time. If you have the goat within your month pillar, 2021 will be a year where either you experience a change in your job, a change of boss, a change of department, okay? or differences with actually your boss, your superior, or even your parents. So the key, like I mentioned earlier, is it's only 1 year and it's your perception of the world. So do not react impulsively. Wait and see how things go, okay? Because in the end, usually it may turn out okay for you. If you have got the goat within your day, then it could mean differences of opinion with your spouse, with your peers, with your colleagues, or your siblings. Or it could mean changes, especially in terms of your colleagues if you change your department. If you look at the hour, if you have got the goat within the hour itself, then what can happen is maybe there's a change of your subordinates. If you are a senior manager, you may have differences with your subordinates, differences with people younger than you, or differences with children if you have them. The other thing is, because the hour also represents your action, it is crucial to remember that this is a year where if you have the goat in any part of your chart, but especially within the hour, you may have to do things many times before you achieve success. And the key is when you have an insight and optic, not to get frustrated. Okay, just know that it may take you a couple of times for you to achieve your goal. And at times it could be better because through the different obstacles you will learn and experience, and once you reflect, you will learn new sets of skills, new thinking that may help you come up with a better solution and end up with a much better result. So if you look at actually the goat, where is it situated in the Flying Star Palace? The goat is situated in the southwest, and in 2021 the southwest does have the argumentative energies. So with this set of argumentative energies coupled with some of the obstacle and disagreement stars within the goat's chart, it is definitely a year where you need to not react too emotionally or impulsively. However, if you have a child with the goat within their chart, especially in the hour or the month, and they are someone who is usually not so competitive and you would like them to be more aggressive and competitive, spending time actually within the southwest in the year 2021 may be good in terms of getting them to be aggressive in achieving their academic goals. So one of the key things, if you're born with the goat in your chart for any other animal horoscope sign, is try to avoid spending too much time in the afflicted sectors, or what we call the inauspicious sectors, in the year 2021. And that would be the southwest, which I mentioned earlier, that has got the argumentative star, the northwest, which has got the accident, robbery and aggressive star, the north, which has illness, and the southeast, which actually has got the misfortune star. And especially for the goat, it is crucial that you do not do cutting, knocking, drilling in some of the sectors in the year 2021. I'll share more about this in an upcoming video on how you can protect yourself, and please do remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell so that you can receive a reminder when that video comes up. So this is the end of my episode today. I hope you have enjoyed, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. In the next video, I'll be sharing about the forecast in 2021 for those with the monkey and the rooster within their charts. So if you do like the videos within my channel, please remember to subscribe. Click on the notifications bell so that you can receive a reminder, especially because I'm coming up with quite a few videos on the 2021 forecast, as well as like and share with your friends if you find that it will aid them. So till the next week, goodbye.